Disneyland is your land.
He comes seeking adventure as the old pirates, eh?
Made the jump to light speed.
Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm TC. There's nothing quite like seeing Disneyland decorated for winter. Main Street feels like a timeless yet nostalgic wonderland, with sights and sounds from a bygone era. The massive Christmas tree packed with lights and vintage ornaments and Mickey-shaped garlands suspended above and across the wintry scene.
Sleeping Beauty Castle is a shining crystal ornament at the end of Main Street, blanketed in snow and dripping with lights. New Orleans Square, Frontierland, Buena Vista Street, and Cars Land all offer immersive and unique holiday theming.
Incredible holiday entertainment and a food festival do help make the Disneyland Resort the ultimate holiday destination.
It's a Small World holiday reopened and looks great. 2 new dolls have been added. The dolls are the first ones depicted in a wheelchair on the ride, and it's a great inclusive move. You can see one early in the ride and the other at the finale.
To celebrate the ride's 25th year, there are over a dozen number 25s to find, sprinkled throughout the ride. See how many you can find. The Disneyland version of this ride is the best, with so many fun details to look for.
There's a Christmas tree you can see through the window at Walts Apartment that is the height of charming.
There's so much going on. Disneyland is also featuring Santa and Critter Country. There's an extra cost holiday tour, a holiday dance party at the Tomorrowland stage, and every night the wintertime enchantment of the castle, and if the wind lets it happen, the Believe in Holiday Magic Fireworks Spectacular. There's a lot of entertainment going on.
A Christmas fantasy parade has returned and looks great. It doesn't seem like Christmas without it, yet we would love to see some updates to this parade. The music is very repetitive and sometimes there are huge pauses between sections. We're sure the creative directors at Disneyland have some ideas to bring something new to it.
Across the Esplanade, DCA has started the Festival of the Holidays. There are food booths set up in the usual places and one added in Avengers Campus. And we've got great news. Our on-the-scene reporter Damien is going to take us into DCA for a quick highlight of all the food booths at the Festival of Holidays.
Hey there, Mouseketeers. Hey there, Disneyland Beat. It's your friend Damien, the Disney Hacker here. Let's take a look around. First up, you have a Twisted Tradition, which is serving curvy mac and cheese, blocks of everything bagel nachos, and guava melon lassi. Grandma's recipes. And here you have the Impossible meatloaf and mashed potatoes. You have the pumpkin layered cheesecake and a hummingbird cocktail. Next you have the Vision of Sugar Plums, which features the chocolate bourbon flavored tart made with Twix. Ooh, that's delicious. Sweet potato stuffed corn muffin, cranberry chai, peach punch, peanut pispas, mule. That looks delicious. Brews and Bites, you have a seasonal specialty flight here. You also have the festive flight, and you also have the festival beer flight, and they feature the Impossible Chluso Queso Funduno. That looks so amazing. The Winter Sliderland, they have the holiday ham slider, the brisket slider, the tiramisu Yule log cocktail. Wow. The cherry mango punch. Next up, we have our favorite things, the chicken tikka mañana. You have the churro toffee cold brew latte cocktail, and Mrs. Claus hot cocoa macaroon. We have Making Spirits Bright, and they have the Mickey-shaped gingerbread cookie, and they have the Santa Milk and Cookies hot cocoa, and a maple hazelnut hot buttered rum. That looks amazing. Again, this is a Making Spirits Bright. Back over here by the Merry Mashups, you have the turkey poutine, you have the carnitas mac and cheese, you have the spicy apple cider margarita. Mouseketeers, that's all I have for you guys for here for the month of November. Thanks for having me, folks. And hey, folks, if you guys want to see a very cool challenge between me and TC on Spider-Man Web Slingers, go over to my channel, The Disney Hacker, where I have battle between us, best out of 3, winner take all, battle on Spider-Man Web Slingers. Check out my channel, I have some fun, amazing Disneyland tips and fun and amazing Disneyland adventures. I'll see you guys next month. Now back to you guys, Disneyland Beat.
Thanks so much, Damien. Happy holidays. Sip and Savor passes cost $59 for 8 tabs you can exchange for food and non-alcoholic beverages.
There's a ton of entertainment at the festival this year, with bands playing on a bandstand in front of the water and over at Paradise Gardens. There's a fun Christmas cavalcade and the holiday toy drummers.
World of Color Season of Light has opened and looks wonderful, as does the Viva Navidad street party. Santa is hanging out at the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, and Buena Vista Street's super tall Christmas tree looks fantastic.
Avengers Campus is running a celebration too, of Wakanda Forever. It's happening until January 10th. There's a cool set piece that includes a little garden that grows the purple flowers that contain the power of the Black Panther, and there's a character meet and greet we're not going to show you quite yet, as it contains spoilers for the movie.
Which we loved, by the way, Wakanda Forever! There is a food booth with Wakanda-inspired food that is technically part of the Festival of Holidays, so you can use your Sip and Savor Pass with it.
Cars Land, as usual, is decorated down to its last possible nook and cranny. It always looks and feels incredible. This year is no different. If both parks were decorated with this kind of attention to detail, it would be absolutely stunning.
It seems there are some decorations that you might think are missing, like the tree above the Splash Mountain entrance, and there are other spots that seem like there might be some missed opportunities, like maybe having Life Day celebrations and decorations in Galaxy's Edge, or bringing more holiday decorations to Fantasyland or Tomorrowland.
It did seem like the transition between holidays was longer and more spread out than it has been in the past. This year it started earlier and it took longer, and it's probably not quite done yet.
Downtown Disney has put up its decorations and a display for the new Santa Claus movie, but it's a bit lackluster compared to previous years. Hopefully more is coming. We don't mean to be disparaging, but honestly, there are more decorations at the Anaheim Garden Walk or your local mall, probably.
Considering all of that and more, one might think that there's a staffing shortage, but the CEO of Disney, Bob Chapek, doesn't seem to think so.
He may just be the Grinch that stole Christmas in this situation. Just in time for the holidays, he's announced hiring freezes and cost-cutting measures, going so far as to create a task force for the job and telling supervisors hard decisions will need to be made.
Why? Because Disneyland is tied to the stock market, and Disney promised big returns, but it didn't deliver. Sending the Disney stock plummeting, Chapek did not prepare investors for the likelihood of slower profits during a global economic downturn. And that's what's happened. So he's jumping into action for the investors.
To be clear, Disney still made over $20 billion this past quarter, but they have to keep making even more to increase stock prices.
From a parks lover, Chapek's approach is a mixed bag. There is new construction happening in the parks, yes, but overall, his approach seems to rely heavily on increasing prices and cutting costs wherever possible. Which, to be fair, is what we think he was hired to do. But man, his holiday timing stinks.
We think you can only cut an entertainment company's costs so much before the product is so deeply damaged that revenues start to fall even further. And that's the exact position Disney now finds itself in. Prices have already been raised sky high. Product offerings have been scaled back and cheapened, and too many of the company's top talent have quit or been fired. What's left to cut? Yet, we expect many at the company will lose their jobs before the year is out.
Ticket prices were recently raised again, and it was the second time this year. Something that isn't unprecedented, but it is becoming very expensive to visit the parks. And as of right now, Magic Key Passes are on sale at Disneyland. They're making this sound like a very limited time, limited availability sale, and at the moment, you're looking at like a multi-hour wait to be able to purchase one. So there is truly no shortage in demand for this product. Walt Disney World just announced it too is raising prices for all of its tickets and passes.
We don't know anything about running a company like Disney, but it seems like these cuts are short-term solutions that could be doing long-term damage to the company and product that could take years to undo.
Chapek is really putting this in the hands of the crowds, which are continuing to pack the parks. So far, the holiday season has seen heavy crowds. New Orleans Square waterfront is usually packed. Lightning Lane for Haunted Mansion Holiday has been stretching all the way to Splash Mountain in the evenings, meaning you might have to wait up to 20 minutes just to scan your pass for Lightning Lane.
Main Street USA is practically unpassable during the parade and fireworks, and World of Color Season of Light gets really crowded too. That said, there are still many quiet spots to find throughout the parks, and we did see most of the attractions operating at the fullest capacity possible, with every lane at Autopia in use and every train on the coasters. It is full steam ahead, so the lines are moving well.
Now, does this mean you can't have a wonderful time? Of course not, but you do want to know what to expect. There's gonna be lines. And also, plan ahead when you mobile order. Return times have been as far away as an hour, and take advantage of those lighter crowd mornings.
One thing that was related but surprising news is that at Walt Disney World you will no longer need to make a reservation for a single park-a-day ticket, which really, if you think about it, makes complete sense. If you've bought a ticket to a specific park and you can't park hop, they should have all the information they need.
No idea if this change to needing reservations for single-day tickets will be coming to Disneyland, where park hopping is much more popular, but it would be nice.
Despite the difficult working situation brought on by the current corporate climate and stalled move from California to Florida, there is still incredible creative talent at Disneyland. In positive news, we finally know what's coming to Tarzan's Treehouse, and it looks pretty cool.
Sometime in 2023, it's going to reopen as the Adventureland Treehouse, inspired by Walt Disney's Swiss Family Robinson. At first glance, it looks like a recreation of the Swiss Family Treehouse that opened here in 1962, but a closer look shows it will likely include elements from the upcoming Disney Plus adaptation as well.
Concept materials say that a teenage daughter is an astronomy student, and you can see a telescope in her room, as well as a Disney Society of Adventurers and Explorers banner hanging over the railing.
The concept art of Mother's Music Room looks like it includes Captain Nemo's pipe organ from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Pretty cool. Work seems to continue on the project every day.
There are not a whole lot of refurbishments scheduled for the remainder of November. Indiana Jones goes down for a few days, the 14th through the 16th. Not too much they can accomplish in that short amount of time, however much it needs repairs.
And Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue reopens up November 18th, as it is currently closed for refurb. Hopefully, Monstropolis will have everything working and shining.
There is little doubt that Disneyland is in a bit of a maintenance crisis, with many rides needing some TLC, even new ones like Rise of the Resistance. To us, it looks like the effort is being put on keeping everything safe and running and not worrying about cosmetic issues.
Major construction continues at Mickey's Toontown as we close in on the January 27th opening of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, followed by the rest of the land opening later next year.
Also, construction is heavy at the Paradise Pier Hotel, soon to be the Pixar Place Hotel. Know that if you book that one, there are practically no services and every restaurant in the building is closed. You can of course head over to the Disneyland Hotel, but for the price you pay for a room service is expected.
Disneyland recently celebrated Veterans Day at the park, and they did it right. It made us very proud. They had a special extended version of the flag lowering ceremony with the full Disneyland band. And they included a display in the Opera House of patriotic and military-inspired pinup art.
They even shot off some low-level fireworks from the Main Street USA buildings. It was nice to see Disneyland put some effort into this important recognition of our country's service members.
Well, that's it for us today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Please check out our Shopify store, where we sell high-quality park photography and art printed on canvas and high-quality paper stocks. We're running a holiday sale and have some new holiday-themed prints that you're going to want to check out. They make fantastic gifts, and it all helps support this channel, and we need that help.
Thanks so much, everyone. May the light in the firehouse window always shine bright, and may your dreams always come true.
See you real soon, Mouseketeers.